path 11th. This life is especially for you a gift because you are the ones who are watching my videos the most, you're commenting the most, and I just simply want to reward you for that. And I want to say thank you for being here in the space, thank you for sharing, thank you for opening up and doing the work. Let me quickly see if the live stream is all set and working. Amazing. I already see comment from Naomi. She is already excited for this live. I hope you are on here live. You can make it. If not, leave me a comment after this live and let me know your thoughts when you watch this replay. I'm excited too. And yeah, I want to use this live streaming more, so I have the chance to connect with you live, that I can answer questions to you in a live setting, that if something is on your mind, something is right now needing attention, I can have you in real life and we can connect a little bit on a deeper level, so you can basically see it like a one-on-one session with me. And just waiting for a moment in case someone is joining us live here, you can grab yourself a tea or your favorite drink, get comfortable for this live session today. I brought a lot of time today, so there is no rush, no urgency, and just us. I asked as well upfront in my community post if you have any questions. I didn't receive any, so I just picked a theme for today, and I'm going to speak about the keys to fulfill your destiny. And if you're watching the replay or if you are joining in live right now in this moment, let me know, are there any challenges, any struggles right now rising for you in your life to fulfill your destiny? And I know as a life path 11, you are having a big mission here on earth, and I know as well that it's not always easy to fulfill this huge destiny. So interact with me if you feel like. If not, just sip on your drink and listen. And let's dive into this life. Let's dive into your keys as a master number 11 to fulfill your destiny. Before I dive in, I want to explain another time for who this is relevant. If you are a master number 11 as a life path, this is relevant for you. If you are born on an 11th of any month, if you're born in November, which is the number 11, if you're born on the 29th, because it comes down to the master number 11, 2 plus 9. This is as well relevant when you have a destiny number or expression number, master number 11. This is relevant for you if you just feel called right now to the master number 11. You eventually see the 11 quite frequently. So I want to start today with a quote I picked out of the book The Life You Were Born to Live, my favorite numerology book, and it has a beautiful path, and I want to start with this quote into this live session. If we don't know what port we are steering for, no wind is favorable. And this is a really nice summarization of what numerology is. Numerology is your guide to know yourself. You can challenges the pain rising on that way with mind that makes your path easier. It will not be easy, but you will find a certain certain way of comforting and soothing through that, knowing that this is happening for you, and this is happening for you to bring you on that path you're going, that it brings you towards that goal. And yeah, don't hesitate. I see a few people are joining in to send me anything here into the chat you would like to know, what you're currently struggling with to fulfill your destiny. And I want to give you today in this live, other than that, specific actions to transform key areas in your life. And before I give you these specific actions, so this is why it's so worth it to stay on it, to first of all understand another time on a deeper level what are the key areas for you as a master number 11 or influence of the master number 11 in your numerology chart. What are the areas you need to shine light on? And the enlightened master number 11s are the inspirational teachers of the world. As I would say, the teachers of the new time, the new earth. You lead humanity in a different way, and this is why it's such an important mission for me to help you, because I see you as leaders, I see you as well struggling here in this concept, and I know how much you are needed with your leadership skills, and I want to empower you to step deeper into your potential so you can fulfill your mission and help humanity to rise their vibration. And a lot of people were going through their spiritual awakenings in the past 3 years. So this is very much needed. We need spiritual leaders here in this world. So with your gifts, and your gift is a tool that you can uplift and inspire others. And in your quest is it to attain a higher level of consciousness and to reach your fullest potential, so you can pass on these teachings to others. And I have some notes here to stay really on track today. And to reach your fullest potential and to pass on the teachings to others, to enable others to reach their fullest potential. And how can you do that the best? The best you can do that when you reach your fullest potential, when you make yourself on that way to reach your fullest potential. And I just want to mention here a few famous master number 2911s. This is, for example, Wolfgang Mozart. He's a big musician, artist. We have Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Tony Robbins as 2911s. We have as well famous 3811s as Bill Clinton or Madonna. And you see the 11 with double influence, double potential of the number 1. You are artists and you are controversial, discussed human souls, and that you can withhold such a big platform like these famous souls were doing it or are still doing it, like for example Tony Robbins. You need to be really secured and anchored and grounded in your soul. You need to deeply know your soul essence to hold that big scale of success, I would say, but I don't like to frame it as success, because you can have as well huge success in your life when you're not on such a public stage like these famous examples. And what are the key areas to transform for you on your journey as a master number 11? These are self-doubts, moving from a place of where you doubt yourself, where you criticize yourself, where you don't believe in yourself, insecurity, worrying, into a place of self-confidence, unapologetically believing in yourself and leading yourself. Embody that leadership so you inspire others to do the same. You unapologetically self-confident to help others raise their spiritual awareness and to make a change here on earth. And change is needed. We are in numerology in the collective energy of the number 7. The 7 is a spiritual number, spiritual connection, inwards oriented, reflection. As well, I would say there are more spiritual awakening coming this year. And eventually let me know in the comments if you already went through your spiritual awakening, if you are right now going through your spiritual awakening, or in which stage are you in. Another key area is for you as a master number 11 to move from a place of not belonging in where you crave connection, where you crave love, where you want to give love, but you feel like your love is not reciprocated, and where you feel like you don't belong into any group, you don't belong into any place, and you are looking forward for this place, for your tribe, for your community, to finally feel like you're belonging to a place. And this is my YouTube channel as well, for you to give you a place where you feel like belong, where you feel like you feel understood, where you feel you are listened, where you have the opportunity to interact with me in these live videos. And moving forward, I'm coming on live every week to have more of this personal opportunity to connect with you beautiful souls here, and to learn as well more about you. So this is your platform where you can communicate with me, where you can share with me, and where you are listened and heard. And moving from this place of, which is a deep pain point of the master number 11, of not belonging to a place, to a group of people. Eventually you feel in your family you're the black sheep, you are not really fitting in. And I can only explain that from seeing my mom growing up, and she was already having a big imagination, she was talking with other spirits, and that was not really accepted in her family. And then her dad decided to leave Earth when she was around 12, the year 12. So there was not much space for her anyways to share herself, and there was a lot of just surviving, and instead of really being supported and embraced to show her creative talents, to develop her psychic abilities. She's like on a very unique way. My mom is a life path 11, and she got married to a life path 33, my dad. So very, very unique. And the topic of death was always very present in her life. It's like a recurring theme for her, and which can bring up as well that sense of not belonging. I could experience that after my dad passed away in 2015, when I experienced the sudden death of my father. My whole world turned upside down, and I feel like I did not belong to my friend group anymore. I didn't know where to fit in and where not to fit in, and what to do with myself, and where's my path. I was completely overwhelmed, and this can happen through death. You get initiated into a deeper process, and this is what I see with a lot of life path 11. Through these painful experiences, you feel like you're not belonging to a group of people. Hey Benny, I see you. Nice to have you here in the chat. And I as well, I want to know if you have anything on your mind for today. I'm right now speaking about the key areas of what the master number 11 has to develop, but if you have anything rising, let me know here. So I'm speaking about the topic of for the life path 11, or if you are born on a master number day, that you move from that sense of not belonging to a place of deeper connection, where you realize that you are connected with everything, where you realize that it is normal to speak with your spirit guides and to connect with them, and that everything is connected and that everything is love, and that you are here to live your life from your heart. And I see your life path 16-7, maturity number 11-12, and third pinnacle 11-12. So you're definitely here in the right place. I'm beyond keen to the nature of reality at 34. Nature of reality at 34. Maybe you can explain that a little bit deeper. And yeah, I'm a life path 7 here, so by myself I'm a 34-7. That's quite ironically, but I see you're 16-7, and I guess you're 34. And we are in the numerology year of the number 7, so you're definitely here in the right place, because we discuss deep matters of spirituality, metaphysics, which are eventually not easy to grasp. But I know that you, as with 11 influence in your numerology chart, you are able to understand me as well. When you are having a life path 7, you are easily to understand me. We are all subconsciously programming one another in this virtual reality game that doubles as a school. Yes, that is very true. Wisdom is speaking here. So the master number 11 is as well having that theme of not belonging, as I was saying. Connected to that theme is as well the theme of abandonment, of feeling, even going beyond not belonging, going as far that the 11 can feel like outcast. And this can be a deep spiritual wound that comes from even lifetimes before, when spiritual teachers, spiritual practitioners were haunted for using their spiritual gifts, and that is so deeply stored in our DNA. And the 7 counts to that, the 11 counts to that, the 2 counts to that. Highly sensitive and spiritually connected, the number 5 as well. So this can be a big wound showing up and holding the 11 back to step into their fullest potential. And due to special forces, society marks them as crazy, as unnormal. And yeah, as Benny as well is saying, we all subconsciously programming one another. That goes very well within us, and especially who hasn't realized it in the past 3 years. We got highly manipulated, and for a reason to keep us small. There are special forces, they don't want us to step into our power. And this is why I teach numerology, that everyone can connect with their own unique power, with their own unique superpowers, to step into their power. And parasitin is a life path 11. They tend to mature later in life. Yes, that's very true as well. I was mentioning as well, Tony Robbins is an 11, Barack Obama. Yes, and it can take time. And the thing is, with maturing later in their life, it is because the 11 needs to integrate a lot of important lessons for themselves. So they need to go through a lot of deep challenges. And I know, Benny, if you got confronted with death on your way, if you have experience with that, or accidents, or painful situations, because this is often what the 11 and as well the 7 needs to go through to mature and to make these as important lessons, and not to it's not there to harm the 11. It's really there to develop their spiritual gifts, to realize their gifts, so that they, when they matured and they are learning their lessons, they are doing the inner work and they are continuing on their journey, that they can actually teach and help others out of those situations, because they're highly psychic and highly intuitive on their way. So this is why it takes the 11 for some time. And as I said, in 2015, this is now almost 8 years ago, when my dad passed away, there my spiritual awakening started. And since that time, it takes me time as well to develop my gifts. And for my mom as well, that was a true initiation to step deeper into her work of helping others. This year, I'm so proud of her. She got a contract with a big publisher in Germany, and she's publishing on a big scale her first book. And yeah, it is through her moving through a lot of challenging and painful periods, and her husband dying suddenly in the age of 54 is definitely something, yeah, something painful, but something that really brings her further on her journey. And yeah, well, a lot of big personalities. Channeler Bashar is also an 11. Channeling is definitely your gift, and this is as well why society kind of is not a big, how to say, fan eventually of the 11, because the 11 receives these powerful messages. And as I said, society not necessarily want us strong and powerful. They rather want us full of sugar, foggy, not knowing what we want to do, so they can direct us and navigate us more easy. So this is why they most likely place us in that place of being outcast and being eventually not normal, or even some people get into mental institutions for their visions or for the spirits they connect with. But no one really teaches how to use these gifts, and this is what the 11 really needs to learn. Stop seeing it as a curse, use it as your blessing, because you have the ability to receive these messages. And especially as well, when you have a maturity 11, this power is as well within you with the life path 7 especially as well. Yes, 11s can seem overstimulated like 7s, yes, because the 11, all information are flowing through you. So for the 11, it is energy mastery is one of your key areas to work with. You need to learn how to read your own energy and how to distinguish what is your energy and what is outside energy. This is one of the biggest key takeaways on your journey to fulfill your destiny. You need to be able to distinguish that. And I give you, in the second part of this session, really concrete action steps how you can do that, how you can master these areas. So you need to clear up this energetic confusion, so you can distinguish what's my energy, what's the other's energy. And you are a spiritual master with master number 11, so you can read energies. You can read your own energy, you can read others' energy, you can look beyond the veil, and you can even communicate with other dimensions, with other entities, and as well with people in other dimensions. Like I would say with my dad, for example, he transformed into a different dimension, and that can be very confusing, especially when you're not prepared for it. It can be scary by times. It can be a lot. So I know that, and I just want you to give the feeling you are seen and you are heard in it. But this is something you really need to practice and take serious, especially when you're eventually having a daytime job, you go out into the world. It is so important that you have any form of energetic cleansing at home, that you have Palo Santo at home, that you have white sage at home. So when you come at home, you clear your energy first, because a lot of entities love to attach to the life path 11, or as well when you have a maturity 11 or 7 in your field, entities love to attach to you, and you need to learn to let them go out of your field, not let them through. Let them through when you decide to let them through, but you don't need to be a victim of energetic attacks. When you master your energy, you decide who you let in and who not, and you can decide, do I have the space for it right now, or you can tell like, no, I cannot right now, please come back later. Or you can as well decide, no, I'm not available for that, sorry, please go. You can practice these working with these energies, and this is one major key topic for the 11 and as well for the 7 to learn. And yeah, before we learn our ABCs again, we must embrace our strengths. So yeah, wow, that's not easy to know the difference between a premonition and a manifestation. Yes, a lot of wisdom from Benny here in the chat. So amazing to have you here. A lot of 11s reject their power, and this is a key topic as well, to step into expressing your power, expressing your uniqueness, expressing that you are an ambassador of love and promoter of peace here in the world, because this is what you ultimately are. You are a soul who chose to bring peace and love into the world and to help others, to teach others. This 11 is a spiritual teacher. And you are here as well in this sense. I had it already, lack of boundaries, to move from the lack of boundaries to move into your mentally strong ability, because you are a mentally very strong person, and that you can realize it, that you are mentally strong. As well, when we had it, I already mentioned it, the energy alignment, super important key topic for you. It is super important for you with the 11 to step out of victim mentality and to step into your leadership role. Victim mentality, what I mean with that, by that, it is, I work with a lot of 11s, and you have the tendency to say, yeah, these entities, they just in my field, they're just coming. Yes, this is because you let them in. You need to practice how to say no. You need to practice how to handle them, how to be mentally strong and say no and set boundaries and not fall into a victim mentality. And even if you feel the suffering of the world, and you have eventually these days where it is a lot, we moving through an energetic, highly charged time, but that you stand in your power and you don't give your power away and blame it to the outside influences, rather than taking, okay, I am the leader of my world, my universe, and I can handle it, and I choose what I allow in and what not, and I master that. And this is here for you to learn and to master. I hold a lot of guilt, as I've known a dozen celebrities to pass before they did. I resonate with the secret, but I suppose we all harmed others with our thoughts. I don't have any missing numbers in my name, so I don't have the driving force that people with missing numbers have. I feel like it's all been done before. Wow, yeah. And this is a big one, Benny, what you're mentioning here. I hold a lot of guilt that you have as well. Eventually, these visions already that you can predict the future, and that, yes, it is true that we manifest even with our thoughts. We can manifest these scenarios, but not taking on the responsibility, because it is most likely already written in code, and it's already written in their reality as well, so that it is not your fault what happens to others, and to give it up into the field. But it's a big one. Oh, and we have another, hi Lacey 2911, joining in. I have been stuck for like 10 years. Wow, I'm feeling with you. Maybe you want to make it more concrete so I can go a little bit into that. Why are you stuck for 10 years? Is that like a recurring topic for you, something you are stuck in? Yes, amazing. And Benny already mentioned earlier, which was golden, that a lot of 11s most likely mature in an older age or in a more mature area. So I love it, Benny, what you give here into value into our community. And as well, I would say take out this pressure of we need to achieve something to a certain way. But yes, I'm here to help you to fulfill your destiny. And as well, even if you are right now going through challenging times, that it gets in a way easier through accepting the pain and accepting the challenge and accepting that you are going through it because you're supposed to learn something. But I go now into the section, I think it will make a lot of more sense, where I give you concrete action points, what you can do for once to get unstuck. For one, another thing is to work with your energy and to really fulfill your destiny as an 11. So contracts are 120 to 150 years. Yes. Benny, you have a lot of wisdom here to say. I love it. So I have some guidelines for the 11, for all the psychics, for all the intuitive, for all the sensitive, what I count as well, the 7 within, to fulfill your destiny, to step into your potential. And this will help you tremendously when you feel like right now you're going through a challenging time, when you feel very much like, wow, when is this phase going to be over? And I know 10 years is a lot, and this is, yeah, really, really a lot. And it hasn't been easy for me as well. I was sharing here already, 8 years ago my dad passed away, and since then I'm going as well through my own journey of awakening, of deepening my past, deepening my purpose. And it is not over, and it will always be a part of me. So my recommendations are for you, master number 11s, that you exercise daily. That will change, or I would go even as far as save your life. Exercise daily is a non-negotiable for the 11, because of the high energies flowing through you, the high influence of outside energies wanting to dock onto you, and as well through all the collective trauma you chose here to, yes, affirm for self-esteem too. Yes, and you can do that as well. Affirmations in combination with movement are so powerful. Don't just like work out, and with movement I really mean once a day get sweating. And I swear to burpees. I'm going to release a burpee series here on the channel, because I believe that will help you so much. It's the most efficient workout ever. It brings you sweating, it brings your pulse up, it aligns your energy, and it is a workout between 5 or 10 minutes, and you have no excuse, because you can do it everywhere, literally everywhere. And when you practice the movement in combination with an affirmation, this makes it so much more powerful. So you need to know what you want to work on when you want to become more self-confident, when you want to step into your power. You set your affirmation, I am powerful, I am strong, and you work with it. I am going to rock this day. I'm going to have a powerful experience today. I am strong, I'm mentally strong, and you use them for the movement, and you let all the bullshit move through you. And in the workout, you are going to confront yourself with all the negative beliefs still in your system, with all the bullshit still in your system, and you prove yourself differently through the act of moving, because you show yourself, even if I believe I am not strong, if I believe I cannot do it, and when you still do it, you prove yourself that you are strong, that you can do it, that you have the confidence and you have the strength to do it. So movement is my go-to recommendation for all Life Path 11s, to step deeper into movement once a day. Get sweating for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Do a HIIT workout. Train martial arts. Martial arts, I stepped into the beginning of this year deeper into martial arts, and it is wow, it is insane. I'm going to record a vlog about my 1 month experience here right now in Goa in a trainings camp. It is insane what it does with me mentally. But I'm right now in week 3, so I'm not through yet through the 1 month of training camp, but soon. And Benny's giving as well a tip. I'm part of the 4D University. It's an entire community to help and facilitate a Kundalini awakening, so you can operate from a fourth density perspective indefinitely by permanently opening the heart chakra. I love this. If you have the link to that, feel free to drop it here, so people can check it out, check if it's something, and maybe you can post it as well under in the regular comments, because I'm not sure if the live chat will be saved, Benny. So I would highly appreciate that. I think that can help a lot of 11s or 7s out here. Sounds great, and I can check it out as well. Get moving as well, like Benny said. Find a community where people working towards the same goal. That can be so beneficial. Subscribe to my channel as well, join the community here, join these live streams. Use these opportunities to connect with people who don't tell you crazy, who believe in you, who want to empower you, who want the best for you, and surround yourself with these people. Be very selective about your surrounding, about with who do you want to relate, with who is in your surrounding, who do you allow into your field. Are these people who are only criticizing you, only telling you you are crazy, this is not true what you're doing, this is insane, blah blah blah, I don't even want to go so deep into it? Or do you want to surround yourself with people who are like, oh yes, tell me more about this and how you do this, who are curious about your work, who are curious about how it works, who are eventually already a step further, who uplift you, who encourage you, and who encourage you to become this uplifting person for others. It will make you more confident. It will help you to align with your energy. Same like movement. I think movement is a go-to. It is movement and community. These two are set components you should have in your framework as a Life Path 11. Super important for you. As well, what can help you to I am no time for non-believers. Only have a limited amount of time on your mission here. Yes, be very strict with that. And I know one of the problems of the 11 is that you feel like you see the good in everyone, and you see the suffering of everyone, and you see that at core, everyone is good and everyone has a huge potential, and this is true. But you need as well, you have these psychic abilities, so use them wisely. if someone is ready for it, or if someone is just using you to unload their bullshit on you. And then you need to be very strict, because you need to be saying like, hey, I want to master my energy. I cannot just only be surrounded with people who don't believe in themselves ultimately, because they don't believe in me. They only load stuff on me. They only use me for that. Do they even listen to me? Like, ask yourself that. Do they even listen to you? Or are you the only one always listening to them? And this is an indicator, when you're always listening to them, that they're using you. And then you need to say like, hey, sorry, I'm busy right now. I'm busy fulfilling my mission. You know, it is super important. Other than that, 11s and SL 7s, you get used by people, and you don't want that. And I know it can be a lonely path. And ask yourself as well, are you using eventually these people to feel better in a way, because you can give them advice, and you feel in a way that nurtures you because you can help them, or they feel for like some period better because you listen to them. But this is people pleasing, and it's not bringing anyone anywhere. It's not bringing you anywhere, and it's not bringing the other person anywhere, because the other person needs to realize that they need to work on themselves, and they cannot just use other people to feel, to get like a satisfaction, to feel better in that moment, or just to distract themselves and ultimately to distract you. Be very real with yourself. As well, practice new skills. 11s, always be curious. What as well, Benny said, he's in a community actually where you learn how to access the 4D and learn about metaphysics, learn about energies, read books, do trainings, do movement trainings, do like anything that helps you to learn and expand your knowledge. And as well, take eventually like weekend workshops, go to retreats, go to seminars, to workshops where you connect as well with like-minded people in consciously chosen spaces, where you choose a space where you feel safe, where you feel seen, where you feel empowered and uplifted. As well, tap into your creativity. Double creativity. Find your creative outlet. That can be dancing, moving, that can be painting, art, this can be talking, it can be stages. Oh wow, thanks on Prague school, wow. Studying as well, the 7 laws to study and research as well. I feel you. I was just thinking actually earlier to do an training and animal workshop, because I want to go deeper into the movement space. Because for me, movement right now this year is like the most important base, what we need to step into our power, or first of all mastering our physical vessel, but as well the energy work is so important. Both is very important. So yeah, connect with your creativity. As well, another hands-on tip for you is to learn to let go of control. And I know the number one, especially double one, can have a little bit of know-it-all attitude. Yeah, I know it, and you know it as well ultimately. But let go of that control. And 444, everything is energy. Yep. Popping in here at 444 for me at least, so all that shows we are in divine timing, divine alignment. And let go of control, learn how to delegate task, see what you really need to take over, and what you don't want to give up to others because you think you can do it better, you don't trust them, and what can you give up so you can relax more, so you have more space to help others. For one example, I want to mention as well, the example of my mom. She loves to help people. She's right now helping my aunt. She's not good not in a good health condition as well. My grandma, she's helping both of them, and my mom lost two do that. But she as well loves in a way to burn out over that. And she always says she has no time to relax and to do stuff for herself. And this is a lack of boundary setting. This is what can you give up. And I know I was living with her for years, and I wasn't even allowed to take out the laundry out of the laundry mat, the laundry thing, because I would do it the wrong way. I wasn't allowed to do the dishes because I would do it the wrong way. So see, what can you give up? Where can you let go of control to make your life easier to receive support? That's like, where do you catch yourself? You have like a pattern where you think like, no, I do it the best and no one else can do it. But you give mistrust to the people around you and you stress yourself ultimately, and then you say you have no time for relaxation, but you cannot control everything. You cannot only ask people and then command them or stand behind them and point the finger how they should do things. No, let them just do, let them flow, and trust. Give it up, let it go. So important for you as well. Embrace uncertainty. Yeah, live in the moment, really be in the here now, go with the flow. And that can be scary because society is still wiggling its way around out of operating on schedules and timelines and all these things, which are so common, and finding really into that flow and saying like, no, I keep my calendar free. I'm not making appointments. If I do sessions, I do them spontaneously, or however what works for you, or having eventually 2 days where you say like, okay, these 2 days I have sessions, or I'm open to give support to others where I have a listening ear, and the other 5 days of the week I have to myself. And that's not selfish. That is helping you to be here in the present, in the now. I have as well here on the list social interaction. What I see as well with the community, Benny already mentioned here in the chat, that you have a certain social interaction field where you can truly express what you feel, where you feel the power of expression is there, where you feel like you can be you with all you are and you're not too much, and where as well you have someone like a therapist, a coach, a mentor, a friend, someone who empowers you and who really listens to your expression, and who is not trying to shut you down in your expression. As well, charity is a big point, especially for the 2911. As well for the 3811. I have such a beautiful friend, the 3811. She is always talking about she wants to have to build something like projects, to build houses for people who cannot afford it and who live in more developing countries. And she's such a beautiful soul, and I know there's this deep urge in you somehow be involved in charity and to give into good projects who help others. And you can do that with your time. If you have more time, you can go, for example, for 1 month into a project. I was volunteering in Colombia for 2 or 3 months in a local school, and I loved it. It was so eye-opening. I was teaching there the children English. So if you have more time than money, you can give your time into a charity, into a program. It can be a good thing as well to travel into a new country, or you can as well give money if you have some money, to support other individuals on their path. It all depends on where you are at. And I saw some comments here. Lacey, setting boundaries has been a challenge for me. So I have did with that through addiction, and I have kind of isolated myself, and I'm not sure how to get back to life, so to speak. I used to take Taekwondo as a child and I loved it, but I was the only girl in my class and go ahead of my brother, and my mom quit taking us. Yes. Lacey, I would definitely recommend you go back into movement, martial arts. It's really great. You already did Taekwondo, and I know it can be scary in the age of 49 to pick up a hobby like this, to go into martial arts, and you eventually have voices in your head coming up that tell you not to do it because you're a woman, you're too old now, and just quit these beliefs, Start moving your body. This is so powerful for you to step into your power, to reclaim your power back. This is really, really powerful. And, if it's not Taekwondo, if it's another movement, if you go to a HIIT class or lifting weights, dancing, make a playlist and dance at least wild for 10 hours, 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes aside. Really have some deep, deep, deep sounds where you can release, where you shake everything out. This can be something which you start with first at home. Dance deeply and put some trance music, electronic music, hard music on to have really a deep beat that makes you shake, and then you can switch it, be like creative with your life path 11. I know you have it in you, and then you float at the end to some softer, gentle music to integrate the shifts. But this is really, really important. 7 and 11 tend to abuse stuff because of the strong intuition and all the programs coming at us. Yes, and I see that as well. We love to use substances to hold us small, and it is crazy to me sometimes how society promotes as well certain addictions. We are everywhere is even sugar in food. Alcohol drinking is normal. This is like sociable. This is accepted. And smoking weed in so many countries. I've just came from Thailand. It's legal there now. And it is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me, the effects of it, because I can see it, how it really takes from your own power. And we use these addictions because we are not ready to step into our power. And it is okay, see it as a protection. This addiction was protecting you for this while, but then now you make the decision that it is over, and that you now choose to step into your potential, and that you're now ready for it. And Lucy can really say, step into movement, step into dancing. There's as well ecstatic dance. There are as well great communities for that, movement communities. And that's really, really important. So you're having a good conversation here as well. It's hard to seeing both sides sometimes. I love 11th, they recharge the 7th. I see as well the 7 and 11 connection very strong. Benny, you are life path 7. Do you meet as well a lot of 11s? Life path 11s. I meet so many life path 11s. It is crazy. And then some people say like, I never met a life path 11. They are quite rare. But I feel like I just like attract them. Okay, so I'm going to close now this live conversation. I loved it. I want to say a big shout out to Benny, big shout out to Lacey as well. You showed up here, you opened up, you're vulnerable, and you were seen, and I know you can turn it around, and I know you can do it. You can do whatever you set your mind to. Both of you. You can set both of you, whatever you set your mind to. You're strong, you're peaceful warriors, and you bring peace and love here into the world. I am so thankful for that. Maybe you can take the conversation further on into the comments, and please, Benny, if you feel called to drop us a link of the program you're signed up. It can help others to empower themselves, to find a community, and I'm curious as well to check it out. So thank you all, and big hugs from Goa. Sending you much love. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Benny. You brought so much into the conversation as well. Thank you, Lacey. You brought so much into the conversation as well. Namaste. Much love. Thank you.